Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away to start us off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. Turning it on! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Owens. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Texas A&M going up tempo. They just keep firing. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Manning. Hauls it in. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it before that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Snagged in the middle. It's Baxter. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Rushes on him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did. inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Moore. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires left. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
This defense has been a stone wall. Can they stuff them again on third and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the back. They'll run the toss. Showing off the arms. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Traffic intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Reed. On the run, still looking. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left, wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be changing the route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Touchdown, Aggie! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The snaps, the fake, and he wants to throw. He is stopped short, and the fake will not work as he almost nudged his way in. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
With the catch, it's Moore. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Snagged out of the air.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Reed. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. He's got it on the run, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it at the 30. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Manning. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Moore. And he's knocked down.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get out.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks like he's going to bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Grab near the marker. It's Craven. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
He's going to let it go. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
Oh, he wants it all. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Finds his man. It's Bussey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Scanning the field, it's Reed. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Yeah, and tight tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gets the back moving. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Concepcion. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Timeout, Texas.
Back to throw, it's Reed. It's complete on the right side. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the two-point conversion to tie the game. Looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Trying to burn this defensive back. And is knocked away. And incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time forcing the incompletion.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Here we go. Right. White 53. White 53.
They'll run it from the gun. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Steps away to find some room. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on. To the play.
You got time. Come on, rep. That's what I like to hear. Let's go. Break. Single, single.
On the run, it's Owens. Turning it on.
first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Aller. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And they can't make the play on third down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
To the ground. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Texas A&M going quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Across the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
With the catch, it's Craven. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And after after that long completion for the first down. Did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going tempo.
Touchdown, Aggie! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. It's Aller. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Well, look at this. Fourth down and a mile and a half, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead, and that is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game, and nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Howard. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Third down play from the gun. Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Picked up